let's do this. So, hello, and welcome to my first ever sketchbook tour. Something I've been promising for a while, but just never got to it. But for once, I'm actually kind of proud of the sketchbook, so I'm gonna do it for once. The stickers on the front, I made this one. This was by an artist on Instagram I commissioned. Probably gonna leave a link to theirs Instagram in the description. I commissioned them to do just a little chippy, and I really liked how it turned out, so I just stuck it on there. And these are just my name. If you want to know what kind of sketchbook I used, this is the kind of sketchbook I used, and you gotta figure out everything else because I covered up with stickers. So yeah, let's just get into it. So first page, woo! This is a thing I've started doing in the sketchbook, which was to make a little start page where I wrote when it starts, and when it ends, and also just to draw some stuff to get like the first page out of the way because it's really hard to do the first page. And then I drew my characters down here, but that one's outdated because I gave him a redesign, but we'll get to that. Alistair! This is just a random sketch I did of him because he's my favorite gym leader, and I literally only bought Shield because I love his design and I wanted to fight him. That was literally my only reason for buying Shield. And I actually really like how this turned out. The legs kind of look off now, but I really like how it turned out at the time. Especially the hair. I just had fun with it. These are just some facial expression. This was a facial expression test, but the others were just kind of me trying to practice just how to draw people looking up and down, but in that way I'm looking from behind and drawing full bodies again because I suck at drawing full bodies. B. May. B? I'm just gonna say B. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, tell me because I don't know how to pronounce names. This drawing actually used to look a lot better. You can probably already tell that it's been smushed a lot, which I really hate about sketchbooks sometimes, but I don't know why it happened to this one, in particular because the Alistair drawing before had just as much shading on it, and that didn't happen to that. But who knows? She had to be sacrificed, I guess. You can also see on like the page up here that's just all the pencil dust that's from this sketch. It was weird. But I actually really like how this turned out. Except, then I tried, I had really fun doing these, little, almost kind of league card things. And I was like, I'm gonna do this for all the gym leaders. And then I did this, and I hated it. And I gave up. I did Leon, and I just did not like the way it turned out. Looking back, it's not that bad. Okay, I can kind of see where I hated it. But, it's not that bad. Jesus, Caroline. I think it's mostly his face. I couldn't get his face shape right. I've gotten a lot better at it now, though. I can draw Leon, kind of looking like Leon now. Plus, hats are just weird to draw. Why do people wear hats? It's really weird to draw and annoying. Crap. Stevie in his future. I guess this is a spoiler, but the show's been over for a while, so does it really matter at this point? I watched the Pearl episode. Don't remember what the episode was called, but it's the episode where the pearls fuses and they make the makeup pearl. I really like the design of makeup pearl, and I wanted to draw it down, but I sucked at drawing the design, and God, that hand is so small. Why is it so tiny? It's not even proportional with the other hand. What was I thinking? I didn't like how the drawing turned out, but I really like the design. It's a great design. Go watch Steven Universe. This is a thing I actually really like to do when I have a new sketchbook I don't 100% feel comfortable drawing in yet. I would just take requests and just fill up the pages just to try and get used to the sketchbook. And these were just some requests I did for the Liga Ninjago Amino. This was another request for the Liga Ninjago Amino. I actually really like how this one turned out. And it's just, I think you say his name, Pierce? From Pokemon. I really like his design. This was another request for the not the Spider-Sir. That's later. For the Liga Ninjago Amino, and this is for someone on the Glitch Tail Amino. We just always just doing requests at this point. 2 more requests for the Glitch Tail Amino. Had a really fun time doing this girl's hair. And this was another request for someone on the glitch Amino, but you can tell that the page kind of like, I kind of gave up on the page. I didn't hate this drawing. It was fine. It's not the best, but it's fine. But it's like, every time I have a page that has a kind of bad drawing on it, I just kind of give up on the page for some reason. It's like, it's already ruined, you know? I can't, ew. I don't like touching it then after that. You're probably gonna see that a lot. These are some storyboard ideas I had for a school project. The first one here is just some Pokemon Dynamaxing, and the second one is Sarah just spinning her weapon around, her little staff. I did some little sketches on the side here for some more animation things, but I didn't end up going with either of these ideas for the school project because I had to do it in a rush and I didn't have time to do it anymore, so I just sat down and did a little chibi animation. Hop! The baby! Again, I was playing a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield, if you can't tell. And Hop is he's such a cute character, even though he's kind of one-dimensional. I really like him. He's such a cutie. And I was also kind of experimenting with my chibi style and just trying to figure out how to draw his hair. I still don't know how to draw his hair. Game Freak, teach me. What was that hair? Then I was drawing some of the fossils. Yay! There are a lot of mixed opinions about these fossils, but I actually think they're pretty cute. Some of them look straight up stupid, but I think that's a part of the cuteness. Like, they look dumb as heck, but that's the point, and I really like that. This one is my brother's favorite because he likes electric types and ice types, so that one's his favorite, so I drew that. And that one's my favorite. And this one I just thought looked goofy as heck, so I wanted to draw it. I didn't draw the last one, though. Sorry for... Yeah, I didn't have enough space on the page. These are some more requests. I think these were for the Ninjago Amino. Again, I had a lot of fun drawing this character's hair because... black hair. And I didn't like how this one turned out for some reason. I can't figure out that. This was another request, and this was just a vent because I wasn't having a good day. You're gonna see a lot of vent art, but I would usually just hide my vent art because it's vent art, but who cares? It's in the past. I'm better now. Yay. Snom! This is basically turned into my little brother's favorite Pokemon, and I also just love it. It's a little baby, and my brother literally nicknamed his Snom Buttbug, so I wanted to draw some. And that is totally not inspired by Sea Cucumber from Octo Expansion. Ninjago Doodles, as you can tell. If you haven't already picked up on it, I actually really like Lego Ninjago. It's a show I grew up with, and it's great. So I wanted to redraw some of the old characters because I missed the show. And also just a note, yes, I did name my character Sane after this scene. Is it embarrassing? Yes. Will I change the name? No. I really like how this Nia one turned out, even though it was kind of just crammed into the page. Because I drew all the boys, because those are the main boys. And then I was like, oh wait, Nia used to be my favorite character. Where do I put her? So I just put her in the corner. But I really like how it turned out, so yay. Lapis Lazulis. I really like these two Lapises, but why didn't they get more attention? I really loved them, and plus the designs were just really cool, especially hers. I really like her golden freckles, even though I didn't draw the golden freckles here. And I wish we'd seen more of them, because I loved them. And this is also when I started using markers in my sketchbook. It was fun. Just trying to do that blocky thing. OC Duels, of course. I did a little redesign of my OC Frederick. This was the first. This was just a redesign of him. This was just me not knowing what to put there. Sane reading a book. No, that's not Sane. That's Sane. Why can't I figure out names? That's David. Sarah, I'm just complaining about Sane's hair. Give him a redesign. I swear. I'm sorry. And then Isabella, because I love Isabella so much. Her design is just... Her helmet is really hard to draw, but I love her so much. She's such a cool character. And when I draw her right, I'm just like, yes. And that was one of those times. This is a funny story. This was around Christmas. The markers I actually got in a little game me and my family does. This little Christmas packaging game. I got these markers, and then for Christmas, my uncle gave me a Sobble plushie, which I just adored. I still love it so much. And after Christmas, I just wanted to draw something, and of course it had to be something with the Sobble because I was obsessed with Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I still am. And I just wanted to try using the markers too. And I had a lot of fun. I really like how these doodles turned out. Especially that one. That was my favorite. This was actually, when I posted those previous doodles, my friend Piga, she told me that she got a Scorpion plushie, so I drew a little script. It's like, yay. And this was a thank you to some people on the Spider Zone Amino for New Year's, I think it was. Another event, ignore that. This was actually, again, for the Spider Zone Amino. Someone had drawn their Spider Zona with my Spider Zona's shirt, so I tried to just read it as a gift, I guess. It was weird. It was a funny pose, so I think it was something. They told me later that it was like a Sonic pose, which I didn't get that reference because I grew up as a Nintendo kid. These are just some thumbnail doodles I did for the Pokemon Fusion video I did with my friend Bona. Also, no, she was previously Color Draw. She changed her name though, so yeah, she's great though. She's really cool. This one I really like, even though it's like the hand's kind of freaked up. I still really liked it. This is when I tried to go just ham with trying for the first time to put markers into my sketchbook. And I really like how it turned out, especially like the bottom hair here. Really like how that turned out and the kind of gradients. You can't still see it on camera, but like the gradients here. I just wanted to try drawing, which just had a bunch of stuff in it. And because hearts are basically my TM, I just added a bunch of hearts. Like her buns are hearts. Her hair, she has hair. Hearts on her face. She has hearts in her glasses. She has hearts on her shirt. She has hearts on her brace. They're everywhere. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just doing things. Don't even know what those weird eyelashes on her glasses are. I didn't know people even noticed that. There's supposed to be like eyelashes on the glasses, which I don't know what I was thinking, but it looks like cool. So, you know. I forgot to add the year on my signature. I just noticed. Dang it. This was another sketch request. I think this was the second last. There's one more sketch request in here, but this was the second last one I did. This is when I started doing my Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. I had the choice, of course, Kalas, which was the name of my Sobble, and this, I think its name was Silver, and this was Bambi. Kalas and Bambi are the only ones from this drawing who are still on my team. Silver didn't die. I just replaced him. Sorry, Silver, but you weren't that good, and I got another Pokemon I'd rather want on my team. This is a Pokemon self thing I was trying to do, but I gave up because I didn't like the drawing. These were... Actually, okay, now I just realized there are 3 more. These are the two last sketch requests. I forgot about these. I really hated these when I drew them, but looking back, this one isn't even that bad. Kind of like how it turned out, actually. This is a redraw of a drawing I've been kind of going on for like 3 years at this point. And I've been redrawing like every year, just kind of when I felt like it. And this was the 2020 version. 2020 version. That I don't know how to say words. This was when the Pokemon DLC was revealed, and I really, really liked Clara's design. She's adorable, and she's like a bee in the game, and I love it. But I had Shield, so I had to deal with the boy. But he's cool too. I get to watch her personality, luckily, through my brother and my Nuzlocke at some point when I finish it. And this was again me experimenting with my chibi style. This is the official Galarian cow. I don't know if this is her final design yet, but I really like it so far. Really like the hearts on like the clothing, and like this is the thing I would actually do RL. It's just I would have cut the uniform. I would have like definitely cut the sleeves off and half of the shirt because long sleeves are not my thing. And this is just a random little doodle of me with Galarian cow with Bianca's hat from Unima. This was a gift for someone on Instagram, and I had seen someone draw a young Leon, and I was like, that's really cute, I want to try to do that. So I kind of made my own version here. And I also tried to draw Charmander, because I suck at drawing Charmander. Trying to practice that. These were some more fan art for someone on Instagram, not the same person as before, but someone different. And I was going to show them to them, but I got shy, and I didn't feel like they were worth posting. So if you're somehow watching this and you recognize this character, this, yeah, it's coming more of those. This is an art trade. I haven't finished yet because it's because it's an old sketchbook. I just kind of keep forgetting about it. But eventually it's gonna get done. I swear. But for now, you can just tell it. It's of a plush slime, which is a close species. I'm gonna get to that more later. Because I have my own. Luca! My first ever and favorite Pokemon. If you don't know, my favorite Pokemon is actually Snivy. A lot of people in my family think it's Eevee, but it's not. It's Snivy. And my first Pokemon game was also Black and White, which is why it's my favorite. And I named my first Snivy Luca. So, yeah. This is my human version of Drizzle, specifically my Drizzle, aka my Kalos, which was my starter. Just because I felt like it. He is my baby boy. He was going through his edgy phase. Let him be edgy. This is another gift for a friend on Amino, and this is a sketch of my OC Thomas, which needs a redesign so bad. His hair doesn't make sense anymore. And I was trying to draw him in his armor, which just came off as a really awkward pose, so I gave him like an uncomfortable expression because like, what the hell are you doing to me? This was when I was kind of getting into ABD's illustration drawings. He's like really good at drawing, and I just really loved especially the way he drew hands. So I kind of wanted to practice it, and I also kind of tried to replicate his chibi style. And I was just drawing him his D&D character, which I think was named Patty. I don't remember. Sarah! Oh my god, my poor baby. Sarah is one of my OCs, if you don't know. She's kind of a hothead and has a lot of issues. She needs to work them out. I want to explain more, but I want to like make a dedicated video about her, so I'm not going to explain too much. But yeah, this is just my OC Sarah going through issues, and I just wanted to draw her because I don't draw her much, and her hair is really hard to draw. I kind of figuring out more, but like her hair is just weird, and it's really puffy and just spiky, and I love it. Fits really into her personality and really helps her silhouette. This was another vet, ignore that. And this was an idea I had for my avatar, which was putting like actual hearts in her eyes, because I just love hearts. They're great. They're cool. And this is actually just RL me, which was the outfit that literally inspired my avatar's outfit. So, yeah. Fun fact about that. This was the last request, I think. I hated it so much, which is why we're just gonna ignore it and move on to my Splatoon avatar. Woo! This is a redesign of my Splatoon Sona, which I keep forgetting I have, but I really like Splatoon. It's a great game. I love it. And it just looks a lot more like how I wanted. Before it looked really messy and not really something that I would actually wear, and just a straight up copy of the character I had in the game, which it probably should be, but I don't care. I want to look cool, so I made this. And then I just did some more of her, and I actually gave the heart idea to her instead of my actual avatar. So, and I feel like that makes more sense into the Splatoon universe, so yeah. This is, again, when I was playing Pokemon, I was just having a lot of fun camping, and I wanted to try drawing some of the foods, and then I just did these two duels of me and Carlos being, I love him, he's my baby. And I really like how this one turned out. It actually looks kind of like it actually looks like my character in game. This is another doodle I was going to do, which I was going to complete, and with actual markers and all that. But I really hated it how it turned out, so I just didn't complete it. I really like how the Pokemon themselves turned out, but I just hated how my avatar looked, especially the hand. So I just didn't complete it. But yeah, I just wanted to try and draw all of my babies together. Luca and Carlos and just me. Just trying. Trying. This is actually really weird and kind of has a funny story to it. I was at this, like, little mini art event with my dad. And there was this panel which had a pretty famous artist on it. I don't remember his name though. I think it was Dan something. The only thing I really remember that was pretty popular about him was that he was the guy who created the cover for the Coraline book. So yeah. And instead of being, a normal person and taking like actual notes, I took visual notes, and it was really fun. But the thing is, I don't remember what any of them mean anymore. I remember what these two were, because those were actual people I just started to draw in my cartoonish style. But the others I don't remember anymore what it means. I think this was something about floating wine. And the only one I remember is actually this one, which had something to do with him having a friend at a cafe who often commissioned him to do like art for his cafe and stuff, who would bring in this little cup of tea for his customers, which would be half cold and half warm tea, I think it was. And that was just interesting to me, so I do love that. This, though, is actually kind of important. The way I like kind of do the sharp arm, I do take to me and actually try to draw more like weird-shaped elbows. So that was just a stylistic choice. These are some background practices, but frick those! Sane redesign! Oh my god! This was the first iteration of his design. It was really weird trying to draw him with this kind of hairstyle, but it was just how it was. This is the first iteration of his new redesign, and I do kind of keep it, but I changed it a bit and make it a bit more floofy, because floofy is cute and help the silhouette. Ooh, these characters I don't think I've talked about. I have talked about Flora here before, but I don't think I've talked about Eric. Flora is one of my actually newer characters. At this time, I like just made her like a few weeks ago, but she's like slowly becoming like one of my favorite OCs, just because of her simple and really cute design, and just because she's so pure but like tragic in the same time. And Eric is like the main villain of the story, so he's just a jerk. I hate him, but I also love him. He is the Lenny Lord. Sane's official design. Okay, official in quotation marks. This is how his hair looks, and basically, but it becomes more fluffy the more I draw it, because I just got lazy and slowly just drew it more fluffy. Weirdly. Sorry, cough. But this was just me trying to get used to it, the way I wanted to draw it. This is some sort of fluff fan art. Still trying to figure out how to draw their characters, but I'm getting there. And then I do my little own axolot OC here, because I actually have an axolot OC, but I just never draw him. But I think, no, that's not the next page. It's coming. He's coming. Marie, who I want to give a name change. Marie is Sane's mom, who I really want to change her name, because she's a gardener, so I want her name to kind of mean something with flowers. But that, if you ever see this character again and their name is different, that's why. But this is Marie. She's a gardener and also Sane's mom. So yeah, I haven't drawn her in a while, and I love her. This is that axolot OC. Yes. I don't want to dare to pronounce his name, because it's a star, and I just thought, hey, I want to make a star-themed axolot OC. And I just looked up stars, and the one that's on his shoe is actually the star. But I never thought that, oh, I actually have to pronounce these star names. We're just going to put it there and just pretend I know how to pronounce it. But now I actually have to say it, and I don't know how to say it. Safin? We're just going to call it Safin. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, tell me. But this is a redesign. I'm probably going to put on the screen what the design originally was. But this is a redesign, and I really like his redesign. It looks so much more star-like, and it looks more like how I imagined him back when I drew him. And I had a lot of fun with him. I actually gave him a star in his eye, which makes him a little bit more unique. Especially drawing him in chibi style. I had so much fun drawing him in chibi style with the little star eye on the side. Oh my god, that made me so happy. These are some Gorillaz doodles, because I still really like Gorillaz. I haven't listened to some of the newer music. The music's fine, but there isn't really any story, which was what I was interested in. So, but I really like how this 2D doodle turned out. And these are some practice doodles of my friend Pika's Pokemon character, because I was making a leak card for her, and she sent me over a character ref, and her character had a hat, which I don't know how to draw hats, like I've said before. So I just wanted to practice how to draw those hats. I also in general used to draw the character so I could draw a good leak card for her. More so flat of muffin and latte. I think that's how you say the name because it's supposed to be cafe latte, I think. Because it's literally coffee. Coffee. Why do you keep saying in Danish? Coffee latte. Coffee. Bro, latte. I'm just gonna say latte. If I'm saying, who knows? This is going to be a scene, like just sitting with the sword, but for some reason I didn't like how it turned out, and I just didn't complete it. I think what happened was that I was drawing this in school, and it was one of my short days in school, so when I just got home, I forgot about it, and at that point I wanted to draw something else, so I just forgot about it. Oopsie. This actually has a really funny story to it. This page has a funny story. If you don't know, my Fridays in school used to be my longest days, and they were super boring, so I would always draw for most of the time. And for that day I was like, oh my god, this is so boring. So I took out my sketchbook and I reached down in my bag to get my pencil case, and I realized, oh my god, I forgot my pencil case at home. And I freaked out because it was my longest day and I just wanted to draw, and I was in the motivation to draw, but I couldn't draw because I didn't have any things to draw with. But then I looked over to the teacher's desk, and I saw that there was a crappy old pencil laying there. Just one single pencil. And with just, in a pure desperation, I went over and stole it. I gave it back later, but this was what I drew with it. And I actually really like how it turned out. Even though I didn't have an eraser, I feel like I just did a pretty okay job at hiding that. I just drew some more of Pika to practice, and this was Salkareth, aka Sal. If you don't know this character, it's literally my favorite artist's OC, and I really he's so much fun to draw, so I just drew little hair. And that's just made from Little Nightmares, from Night in the Woods, which you can just turn around, and then you see the actual one. Yeah. But it looks really, I'm surprised, when I drew it upside down because I wanted the upside down look. And then when I actually turned the page upside down again, I was like, wow, this actually looks really good. How did I do that? Oh boy, this is when I saw the Sonic movie, which was actually pretty good. If you haven't seen the Sonic movie, go ahead, watch it. It's actually really fun. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's fun. So I just wanted to try and draw Sonic because I was a Nintendo kid, so I never really drew any Sonic. So I just wanted to try that. I really like how that one turned out. If you can't tell, I was going for the movie style Sonic because I have no connection to the games, so yeah. This was a sketch of Zach and Eric. This isn't what Eric's ghost form looks like anymore, though, so ignore Eric. But Zach is just, he's my evil. He's the first villain in the story, and I just wanted to draw him because I hadn't drawn him in a while, so that's that. My throat hurts. Ugh. I can't talk. Oh boy, if you recognize these characters, tell me from the glitch, tell me, then. I used to run a comic called Future Glitch. You might actually have seen it on my channel before because I posted speed paint on the poster. But recently I kind of gave up on this series, so, oops. Kind of canceled it. Cliffhanger. Sorry about that one. This was an original character for the series called Liam, which I just drew that and I colored it in, and then I drew Abigail, but now it kind of looks like they're in love, but she's like a total lesbian. So, whoops. Oh my god, I actually really like how this one turned out. I was going to digitalize it. Digitalize it. Do it digitally. But I didn't do it because I just liked how it looked traditionally. I don't even think I posted it anywhere. But this was a redraw of a really, really old drawing of mine, which was based off the Sun and Moon games. That where, if you don't know, in the end of Sun and Moon, your character in How sent a letter to Lily with a bunch of pictures from your adventure, which I thought was really cute. So I wanted to try and kind of draw her opening the letter. But it was a really old drawing, which I really loved back then. I thought it was super cool, but now it's just horrible. I'll probably put a picture of it up so you can see what I mean. So I wanted to try and redraw it, and I really like how the redraw turned out. I actually like it. Julia, yo, this is my baby. Julia is my Tricksterity, just human form, and I just wanted to draw. This is her Toxel, and this is her Tricksterity form. I love her so much. I love her. She was really fun designing. This is a more human Pokemon. Philip, who is my Centiscorp, I think how you say it. I actually like his design, but I want to redraw him because I can probably draw his face and in general his body and stuff in better now. And this is Lancer, who is my trans girl. I love her. Fun fact about Lancer. The reason why I'm calling her also trans is because I originally thought that Lancer at my snom was a boy, so I named her a boy name, of course. But then I later was looking at my party and I was like, oh my god, Lancer's a girl. So just, who cares? She's trans now. I love her. Alistair again. Woo! I really like Alistair, if you can tell. This was just me trying to draw him again, and I really like how he turned out. And so I just kind of censored it, and I really like how that one turned out. And it's just me trying to figure out how to draw Mimikyu, and also just kind of give it a little heart because I thought that would be cute. And then I designed a kind of casual outfit for Alistair, which looks kind of feminine because that's based off the fact that my little brother keeps misgendering Alistair. Like, Alistair's a boy, if you didn't know, but he keeps calling him a her. So I just, for fun, try to do like a feminine clothing for him as a reference to that for fun. And plus, it kind of looks like something he would wear. He's a soft boy. Antelion! He's evolved. He's gone out of his edgy phase now. This probably isn't going to be his final design, but for now, this is what it is. And I actually kind of like it, but I don't know if it's final. And Julia is in love with him. God, her braids are so long. Oh, more event. Why am I like this? I ask myself that every day past Colleen. Oh my god, I actually forgot this page existed. I actually really like this little doodle up here of a face that was fan art for Genji Ninja Uwu. Wait, not Genji Ninja OWO. Sorry. I actually really liked it. I was going to post it, but I just forgot this page entirely existed. Oh my god. Oops. This is another sketch of one of the characters, but I forgot about the page. Oh my god, what? Oh boy, this is when Tangled the series ended. Oh my god, I love Tangled the series. It was so good. Oh my god, I loved it. This was just some character stuff, and that feels very controversial now. Oopsie. But hey, that was what the name of it was. And we finally got to see the proposal. Like, oh my god, that made me so happy. I love it so much. That show was great. If you haven't watched Tangled the series, please go and watch it. It's really great. Oh, this is actually kind of funny. My first real anime was this anime called Glitter Force, which I just watched on Netflix. And I loved the characters back then. Like, now I can look back and see that the show was just a very typical magical girl anime. But like, I loved it back then because it was the first thing I had. And I don't watch anime that much, but yeah, I just for fun wanted to try and revisit the characters because I remember used to drawing them so much when I was younger. But I drew them terribly, so I wanted to kind of do them justice. I don't remember what their names are, but that's just like glitter pink, glitter blue, and glitter yellow, but in her casual clothing. Doodle Warriors. If you don't know what Doodle Warriors are, it's a thing on Instagram, I think, which was kind of like where artists drew themselves as warriors, and they were basically fighting art blog and stuff. Thought that was like really cool concept, so this is my Doodle Warrior. And this is kind of ironic. I was like, I have motivation to draw for one, so I'm gonna draw like I have a potion of motivation. That's like a secret thing. But then I lost my motivation. So, yeah. Really like how that one turned out, though. This is one of my friends, actually Bona's character, Trisha. She's kind of like a half bunny, half robot thing. Don't really know exactly what she is, but she's cool, so I wanted to try and draw her. Spinel! Oh my god, I love Spinel. Oh, Spinel. I relate to Spinel so much. It's scary. Like, it's just the whole abandoning thing and having no friends and all that. I relate to that. I get you, Spinel. I get you. I really like how these one turned out. So, but I just had this empty space down here. So I just put something there, but I hate this doodle. I was going to digitalize this one, but I forgot. You can probably tell I forget to digitalize things a lot. Oh, this is my Marvel Sona. This is the first time I actually redesigned her with her, new found abilities. Because I changed her powers a while ago from like just being plain old really boring ice powers to actually something that's a bit more interesting. To explain her powers is that she has these tattoo scars on her arms, which kind of like her energy power. And she can summon weapons, but it's limited by her imagination and her quick thinking. So like if she's being attacked or something, and she isn't really like quick thinking on like she activates her power to summon something, but she doesn't really know what to summon. She might just summon a random rollerblade, and that's just what she has to deal with then. And then when she is done using a weapon, she kind of recharges by like steaming out the energy, so she can that's her way of recharging. And this is just the first design. I redesign her later, and I also redesign her again in my newer sketchbook. So I'm really bad at designing on my character design. And this is to do of me and my Marvel Sona and my friend's Marvel Sona. Just let's step stuff up. This is more of my friend's Marvel Sona. I think her power is actually teleportation, so that doesn't really make sense anymore. But who cares? And this is just my Marvel Sona. And the joke among me and my friend is that we just annoy the heck out of Doctor Strange. So just do a little thing down there for fun. Oh boy, more event. Just basically to end this page is that it's the lyrics from my favorite event song like ever. It's my go-to song when I'm sad. Cut my hair. Just God, I love that song. It's really great. It's perfect. I love it so much. The Owl House. Oh my god, I love the animation style in this show. I really wanted to draw the characters because I actually really like the show and didn't really know what to draw. I really like how these two turned out. Those two could have been better though. I really like how that one turned out. The post looks really great. Oh my god, Animal Crossing! Animal Crossing! Animal Crossing! This actually, again, has a really weird story behind it. This was after the game actually had come out, but I didn't have the game yet. I was giving the game to my brother for his birthday, but his birthday was 1 month and 1 day after the original release date. So I had to wait a month while everyone on Twitter was like, Animal Crossing is so much fun! Oh my god, I love Animal Crossing! And I just had to wait. It was hard. So this was basically my frustration, just drawing some Animal Crossing. Oh, again, this is basically like me, how I imagined my first playthrough of my outfit was like in Unova, black and white, and what it's like now. I just thought it was fun to draw, like a comparison. I really like how it turned out. Thought it was fun. Oh, this is also actually funny. One of my friends on Amino asked me like, hey, are you still into My Hero Academia? Because like, I kind of want to write some fanfics about it, so I was wondering if you have an OC, so that one would be in it. And I was like, yeah, I'm still into it. I haven't watched the whole show yet, but like, I'm still into it. But if you want to like put my character in it, let me give me a redesign first, because originally it was just really boring ice powers again, because I have a thing for ice powers. So I wanted to redesign her and give her a different set of powers, which was axolot powers. So now she can regrow her limbs and have a healing ability and can breathe underwater. Her healing ability is actually kind of funny. She can cut off any limb, and it just kind of regrows slowly. Not as slow as like Deadpool slow, but like kind of like it at least takes 10 minutes. But she can also accidentally, like, if she cuts off her arm, she can kind of accidentally grow back 2 arms, which is based off that axolots actually sometimes do that. But she can just cut the other one off. It doesn't hurt her, but like she can just, that happens sometimes. And also if she like gets hurt or she gets cut off in a part of herself too many times, the part like slowly starts turning brown. And if she like turns 100% brown, she like poops and turns into an axolotl, and she like needs to be picked up and put into like water to like regrow as a human. Thought it was funny, so I just gave that character to him. I don't think they've used it that much in a fanfic yet, but it's there. Oh, this is in the Dual Warrior community that was kind of starting to be this thing about doing Dual Warrior fusions, and I thought it was super cool, so I put out a call on my Instagram, like, hey, anyone want to do a Dual Warrior little collab thing where we like fuse and stuff? And someone actually answered, and this was my part of which was I did the actual fusion, and they were supposed to do the dance, but they never came back with the dance, so I think it's kind of a cancel collab, but this was what the design was going to look like. Oh, this is some gifts for my friend Angie, who, God, she's amazing. Please check her out on Instagram. She's amazing. This is around her birthday, so I just wanted to practice how to draw her character again. Oh, she's amazing. Oh, this was some work doodles. I hate that doodle so much. God, I hate it so much. I think it's the face I just hated the hands. Like, oh, I hated it. But I really like how Isabella turned out. And Milko. Her snake is named Milko. I don't think it's the official name yet, but so far it's just Milko because it's based off Milkoson, which is that snake from Greek mythology, I think it's called. It's based on that. Oh, this is some more fan art for someone on Instagram, which I never showed them again because I'm a shy bud. But I actually really like how these doodles turned out. I just wanted to try to draw on the characters because they're very unique and I like them. Ooh, Zane again, of course. I really like this one. This one's probably my favorite doodle, like, ever sometimes. God, I just love that. The face looks so cute. And just in general, just tried practicing him, and he's slowly getting more poofy hair, as you can tell. Also, a funny misconception about people. Often people think like that he has freckles on both sides, but he doesn't. He only has on the right side. So the more you know. This was a character. My friend who asked about the My Hero Academia OC, this was their character. I don't remember what the powers were called. Something with T. And there's something like ghost powers, and they were like kind of half ghost. Like, and I thought it was cool, and I actually liked the design, so I wanted to draw it. Little Nightmares. I love Little Nightmares. I could make an entire video just talking about how much I love Little Nightmares, and I'm probably one day going to do that. And I love 6 and the story so much, and oh my god, it's such an amazing game, and the visuals are beautiful, the soundtrack is amazing. I love it so much, and I really like just how this little lighter turned out. I actually really like how this drawing turned out, and I just wanted to draw Little Nightmares because I love that game, and I was replaying with my brothers, so I just wanted to draw some fan art for it. And this is actually, this is funny, if you haven't noticed, a part of 6's leg is bit off. A lot of people, when I posted this on Amino, was like, why did they draw them as, like, their leg is like that? Why did you do that? And it's actually a headcanon. If you don't know Little Nightmares, 6 is the main character who often gets these, like, bursts of hunger, where they just will eat anything they can find, which, like, starts with, like, a small bread to, like, turn into, like, a rat, which is disgusting. It, like, slowly gets worse and worse and worse over the game. So I thought that, like, maybe 6 doesn't get these, like, only in, like, when you see them in the game. So I thought it would be really cool that if 6 has these outbursts of hunger, that if they can't find any food, they'll just eat themselves. That's that. Oh, okay. Epithet erase. That's how you say it, I think. This is a show my friends had been recommending for me for, like, such a long time, but I never really got into it. But then quarantine started, and I finally was like, no, freak it, let's watch it. And I did, and I really love it. God, it's a good show. It's really fun to just watch. The characters are so much fun, and they have a good dynamic, and I'm really hoping they're going to get a season 2. I'll just doodle some Molly and all that. Like my favorite characters, Mr. Yo-Yo Man. Some more Isabella. Don't know if this is a spoiler. I don't think it is. I don't think I care if people get, like, a face reveal for Isabella, so that's her face if I don't decide to block it. Well, this is just me practicing drawing Isabella. Really look at that one turned out up there. Another doodle of 6 up there, and then some Hello Puppets. If you don't know Hello Puppets, check out Hello Puppets. It's basically like a game where you're in this abandoned studio, and you get this puppet put on your hand, and you're supposed to escape. And I love the game. God, it's such a good sound concept. I'm explaining it very horribly. Go check out, like, Super Horror Bro Mike's video on it. He explains it very well, and it's a really cool concept for a game. I love it so much. And Royal Scout is my favorite, so I just decided to draw. And somehow this doodle got really popular on Tumblr, and for some reason still got likes, and I don't know why. It's just a really random doodle. Then there's some more Hello Puppets, because I just had a lot of fun drawing the Scouts. And this is your character and Scout. And I tried to draw myself as a Scout, and I ruined the page. Redesign 2 of my Marvelous Zona. Well, I didn't redesign her fully. I just gave her different kind of ears and just internally doodled her a bit more because she's fun to draw and I think about her a lot. Alexa. Alexa is a newer character of mine who is a part of my Sonaverse, which is my Spider Sonas universe. She used to be a pilot who she used to be a pilot and a mechanic. Like, she built machines and stuff. And after a hero-related accident, she was like, you know what, these heroes don't know what the heck they're doing. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Except she's, like, drunk all the time, so she sucks at it. Oh, then I do some of my underrated characters. Well, not underrated, just characters I don't draw much. So Frederick here, Thomas Saint's dad and Saint's mom. Zack, who's just the main villain. Like, he's one of the villains. I really need to draw him more. Like, he's the villain. What the heck? And then Gorm, which isn't his official name, I think. Yet. I haven't decided. But he's the king and Flora's dad. So, he's also there. Oof, I was having a hard day. I was at work, and I was just so tired. And I was doing gardening work, and I got a sunburn. And it was a hard day. Everything hurt. And then I was trying to draw. If you recognize the style, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but they were on Instagram, and I just tried to replicate their little chibi style. Now we're going back to the plush slimes. I told you we'd get back to these. This is my plush slime, Mercury, and I love him. He's a baby boy, but I suck at drawing, like, animals and stuff, so I never draw him. But I love him so much. He's such a baby. I love him. I just wanted to draw him again, because I don't draw him much. He's based off an axolotl, and plush slimes are a close species on Instagram. They're really good, and I think they're starting to get active again, so if you want to check them out, you can go and check them out on Instagram. This is my favorite page, like, ever. Even though the art's kind of outdated and not the best anymore, I still love it so much. Like, oh, it looks so clean. Like, this just looks so clean, in my opinion. Like, the blue out here, and just, I love it. I don't know why, I just really like it. I can't explain it. I just love Flora. I don't know why. She's just my art block character. Every time I have an art block or have no motivation, I just draw her, and it just fixes it. Don't know why. It's magic. This is a work doodle. I wasn't having a good day. It was my first, like, long shift, and I didn't know what to do in my break, and everything was just hurting, so I just sat on the floor and drew. And then I drew Sarah when I got home, because I love her. So I'm trying to give him a hand on how to draw her hair. And then Eric, and now we're going into full-on Eric. Oh my god, I love Eric, even though he's a dumbass. This is also my first time doing this little, like, note cover art thing, which I've seen a lot of people do, because I don't like the sketch under. Ugh, ew. And I just drew a full page of Eric, because why not? Except that one, that's Sarah. And this is actually a quote, which is in Danish. I don't know if you can see it on screen. Which is in Danish, but it's literally the entirety of Eric's character. It's what he's based off. I might put a translation when I say it, but den gamle skal man ære, den unge skal man lære. If you can kind of see that behind it, like, I don't want to say too much about it because it's kind of spoilery, but that's basically what he's based off. You take that as you want. And it's the end. It's the end where I drew kind of a redraw of the first page, and it's just like said the end, and I drew my characters, which with their updated design, and like, oh, David looks so cute. I really like how David turned out. Yeah. But that was the end. Yeah. So now you can also kind of like see the improvement from the first page to the last page. I had a lot of fun with the sketchbook, and I really like how it turned out. And I hope it was kind of entertaining to watch me go through my sketchbook and probably talking too fast and being a weirdo. But you know, it's my first time trying this. Don't judge me too hard. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around for this probably pretty long video. Don't let your dreams be memes.